Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. My name is Nat and I'm here for you. I am here for you as often as I could get to this microphone to help cheer you up and hopefully help you find those keys to the door. Say it with me. That will unlock your happiness. And that's what it's all about, man. That's the whole reason I do this. Besides the fact that I like the way my voice sounds in headphones. Hey, if this is your first time here, welcome to the show. I'm glad you found it. Don't know what you searched for. I've gotten some text messages from people who have searched for some crazy shit and found this podcast, and I think it's really cool. So when you searched and found this show, I want to know what you searched for. What brought you here? What brought you to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast? Let me know. Text it to me, 304-506-3332. Tell me how you found the show, what you searched for. And also, use the text line, and I want to hear about the old timers, the people who have been listening to since the beginning, 4 or 5 years ago, whenever I started this. Let me know, text me how long you've been listening to the show, and if you've listened to every single podcast and you are up to date, I want to know that too. Text it to me, 304-506-3332. Let me know all that stuff. Were you taking notes? Kind of a different intro, right? Let's see. I do want to do a couple of quick thank yous. I want to thank Podomatic.com for hosting and promoting my website, my podcast on every platform and keeping it live 24/7 with minimal glitches. And in the 12, 15 years I've been with them, probably only 1 or 2 times there's been a glitch. They're awesome. And if you want to start your own podcast, you could do that at Podomatic.com. You can start it for free. You can do what I'm doing for free. Okay? And then when people start listening, then you got to start paying. But check them out, Podomatic.com. Also, I want to let you know that I've been trying something new, okay? Now, I'm always talking about taking a risk and doing something different, stepping into that river of change. Now, I am not a guy that believes in medical science or doctors or all this other stuff. I'm the guy that's like, I'm going to heal myself with my mind. Well, that doesn't always work. Sometimes your mind gets clouded and stuff like that. And how do you uncloud that mind? How do you do it? Well, I started trying something new. I tried this new product. It's called Magic Mind. And I've been taking it for quite a while now. And you know what? I'm noticing that in the morning, I take the shot in the morning and I drink it down. And it's like I'm more organized. It's like all of a sudden the fog has cleared. You know? And it's like when you have so many tasks, and sometimes have you been there where you have 20 tasks to do in one day and they're all blurred together? Well, when I drink Magic Mind in the morning, when all of a sudden it's like, oh, I have 20 tasks and they're all isolated in their own little their own little cubicle things. It's kind of weird how it helps you to organize your day and your mind and your thoughts. The shit is really cool, man, and I like it. I'm endorsing it. I'm promoting it. And if you like it, if you want to find it, I can't give you the code yet. I have the code, but I'm not prepared to tell you what it is right now. Don't buy anything yet, but I will give you a link to go check it out. And it's really, really good stuff. And it doesn't taste that bad either. Some of those energy shots that actually pump you up and give you brain power taste like shit. This one doesn't, and it's all natural. It's all natural, and it's great. So, I will talk more about this on an upcoming podcast as soon as I, dig through my emails and find out what I'm supposed to say and the code and all that good stuff about the Magic Mind. But it's really, really good, man, and I just wanted to promote that. So anyway, so what the hell am I talking about this show? I really don't have a title for this show. I just decided that I wanted to read an email or a text message I got from one of the listeners, Cindy, and I just wanted to read it to you. And this is the kind of stuff that I get and that makes my life enjoyable. Starts off, my backyard is totally alive with sounds at night just after sunset, and I've been looking for these very loud creatures. I cannot sneak up on them. I can get close, then they shut up. Are they birds? Are they frogs? It's a mystery. A little extra research today had me believing that gray tree frogs that fill the yard with these loud calls. She can't see them, but she can hear them. So that was her accomplishment. She got in touch, and how cool is that? To get in touch with nature, to get so, disconnected from the bullshit that's going on in the world, and to get yourself so disconnected from the program. Okay, now I have to stop here for a second. Because we are all living in the matrix, in the program, in the system. We're all living within this. And in order to change that in your life, you have to try to get out of it. You can't change a program. As a computer guy myself, and a simple analysis is you can't rewrite the program within the program. You have to shut it down and write the code in the back end and then relaunch the program. That's the same thing with your life. You got to get yourself out of the program, get in touch with nature, get in touch with what makes you tick. For me, I'll take my freaking shoes off and go walk around in my yard. Of course, I have to avoid Buddy's landmines, but if you follow me, you know what I'm talking about. But I do that, and I ground myself with the planet, with the energy of the planet, and I absorb so much. You know why? Because I'm attuned to that. A lot of people say, I take my shoes off and walk around and I'm just like I'm trying not to step in a pile. Well, no, because you're trying to avoid the negative instead of absorbing the positive. Wow, that should be a shirt. Don't avoid the negative. Don't avoid the... see, I forgot. I'll have to rewind this and know what I said. But when I get in touch with the actual energy of the planet, it changes everything. You really start to appreciate the fact that when we've all had friends that have passed away. Now, I might be, like I told you, there's no title for the show. This is just me talking now tonight. That's what the podcast you're getting now is me just talking. No main focus. But when we've all lost friends, we wonder why good people die young and assholes live forever. And you wonder, it's like, why was, and I asked myself this for a couple of decades. Why was my father taken from me at such a young age? He was 47, I was 10. Why? And we'll never know the why. We'll never know in our physical existence of it, so stop asking. You're never going to know. You're not going to know. We have to think about why things happen. It happened for a reason. If my dad wouldn't have been taken away from me from 10 years old, I would not be where I am today. My life would have been totally different. Who knows where this moment in time, what I would be, what kind of person I would be at this moment in time if my father would have lived 10 more years, 20 more years. I wouldn't be this guy. I might not be doing this podcast. I might not be married to the woman that I'm married to. I might not have my children. You know, and you start thinking about that in depth and go, you know what? If you're really happy with where your life is and all this stuff, then what has happened in the past is okay, good or bad or indifferent. You accept it and you move on from it. Because you won't know the alternative, what would happen. It's just like when it comes time to actually making a decision about something. Okay? Now, this is going to be a wide range podcast, but when you're trying to make a decision about something, when you're trying to decide on what you should do, if I do this, this could happen, and this could happen, and then A could equal B, and B, and then all this down the road, and it could happen. But if I make this decision, then this could happen, and you overanalyze it, and you actually strategize 5 different decisions and 5 different outcomes of what could happen. Now, in all that time, you're still not making the decision. Now, I'm all for evaluating the possibilities of what can happen because of a decision, but you have to make it, man. Make it, move on. Do it fast. Don't wait around. Don't overanalyze your future because you don't know what it is. You could try to predict anything you want. Oh, if I do this, this will happen, and then this, and then this, and then this. And you know what? Boom. You make that decision. The first step on your ladder of predictions is broken because it didn't follow through with what you thought was going to happen. So by you trying to overthink the future, you have hindered your present. And you know what? That almost made sense. By trying to predict your future, you're hindering your present. Doesn't that make sense? You're gonna stifle your present, what's going on right now in your life and the possibilities because you're worried about the future. So think about the present. And you know what? To wrap all this up in a nutshell, first things are to live in the present. To don't try to predict your future. Don't try you can't predict your future. You can strategize and analyze, but don't waste time in making decisions. Make a decision, do it. If it's not right, you'll change it and you'll revise it. Don't beat yourself up. Number 2, when it's comes to other people's influence on your decision making or your life and who you are, don't let anyone else's opinion influence your decision making. Let's say that again. Don't let anyone else's opinion delegate how you're going to respond or what your opinion is on something. Because you have to be true to you and what's right to you. When you isolate yourself from the world and you're an individual, you're a soul, solitary individual in a vacuum, okay? And you have a thought of something you want to do, you want to create, you want to say, you want to be, whatever that is. And there's no one there to question it. Guess what? You're going to do it. Because no one is questioning it. It's when you open yourself up to the outside world and worry about what other people are saying about what you want to do, what you want to be, what you want to accomplish, who you want to meet, the money you want to make, whatever it is that you say you want to do, or you even allude to that you want to do without saying it. Your good friends will pick it up. And when people don't accept that, it doesn't matter. Because what matters is what you want to be. And I'm giving you this space to think about it. What do you want to be right now? Are you at the job you want to be at? And if you're not at the job that you want to be at, are you at least making your job fun, enjoying the day at work and getting through it without drudging through it and regretting it and complaining the whole time? Are you trying to make that? Since you have to work, we all got to work, right? But when you have to work, you can still make it fun. It could be something you just dislike, but you're good at. All right, we'll get over it and let's just make it enjoyable. You got to do it. When you got to do it to pay your bills and because of the situation that your life is in, we choose where we are. I chose to buy my house. I chose to put a lot of things on credit and then and pay it off. I chose to work this job. I chose this woman in my life. I chose this lifestyle. I've chosen who I am all the way through. So I accept everything about that. And to make my work fun and make my life fun and enjoy it. Just, you know what? You gotta do it. Don't say, oh, I gotta do it and take the negative side. Just say, I get to do it because you know what? One day you're not going to get to go to work to make that paycheck to help pay for the mortgage for your family because you know what? You're gonna be dead. And that's the harsh reality, man. And when you face up to that and say, you know what? One day I'm not going to be here. So what really matters? My connection with my family, spending time with my family and the people that I love and giving back to society and helping out people that I can help out and paying it forward and doing all this stuff and laying my head down on my pillow at night going, you know what? I did good today. And every night when I lay my head down on my pillow, I set my alarm on my phone. I turn on my little fan so I can go to sleep with the white noise. And I say, how did I do today? You know, and I ask myself that as a third party. And when it comes down to it, sometimes I'm like, you know what? I could have done this better. I didn't do very good with this. And I can't believe I acted this way with this response. And why did I not do this here? And then I think about that and I resolve it and go, you know what? I'm going to do better tomorrow. And if that same circumstance comes up, I will be better. And I think about that. And I think about, you know what? I think about the text messages that I get from people from the show, the emails that I get, the voicemails that I get from people that my words have helped. And I go, you know what? That podcast that I did last night, that was pretty good. And, you know, and I got to 5 people. I have almost 1 million listeners, almost 900,000 at this point. But I might have touched 5 people in that whole mix of people. And they text me and say, you know what you said blew my mind, changed my life, gave me the energy to pursue happiness and be joyful. And they said sometimes a lot of people say that it's because of what I say. It's because of me. And you know what I say to that? If you've said that to me and you texted me that, you've heard this response. It is not me that is making your life better. It is your awareness of your ability to do so. It is not me that is making your life better. It is your awareness of the fact that you can do it yourself. And you know what? And if I can help you do that, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. And I really love the fact that you guys are still listening to the frickin' show after 4 years. 502 episodes, for God's sakes. I just won't shut up, will I? But I really appreciate you guys listening and supporting the show and buying the book and buying the merchandise and all that good stuff. I need everyone listening to the show to actually share the show and comment somewhere. Maybe on the Facebook page, on the Twitter page. I don't even know where this shit goes. I promote it everywhere I can. But, or go to the Podomatic page and comment on there, or Spotify and comment, promote. I need your help right now to boost this podcast in the algorithm, because the stuff I talk about is not what people want to, it's not what the algorithm is promoting. So by getting likes and shares and subscriptions and all that good stuff from you guys, you're going to help me to get this podcast out there to more people, and I need your help in this right now. So make sure you share it and do whatever you can with this podcast, and subscribe every place you can. And let's just get the word out there, because there's so much negative shit out there, man. I'm so tired of it. Let's just let's be positive, be happy, and stay positive. And you know what? The new merchandise has broken. It's coming. I put something out there somewhere. If you'd like to know more about the new merchandise, we got hats, I've got shirts, Coolie cups, with the new logo, I'm calling it the Stay Positive Awakening logo, and I really like it. The explosion in the back is pretty cool. If you like it, let me know. Tell me on the text line what you think of the new merchandise. 304-506-3332. Don't forget, I really want to hear from you. Go to the text line, send me a text, go to the website, /your story. I want to talk about what you want to talk about. Let's get a little more positive and happy. All right. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and the rest of your week should be awesome, right? It's up to you. My name is Nat. This has been the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. I think we can all do a little bit better. I'll talk to you later.